Let's stay on this subject matter. We've been joined by Dr. Banda Khalifa. He is a public health expert with the Tony Blair Institute for Global Change. Good evening, Doc, and thank you for your time.
Good evening, and good evening to your listeners as well.
Right, to start with, the Ghana Health Service says that the last few days, 34 contacts have been traced and monitoring is currently underway. From where you sit, would you say that these are indications of progress in managing the current outbreak of Marburg?
Yes, so I think that, for this particular virus, the most important strategy of breaking the chain of transmission and stopping the virus's propagation is by early detection. And early detection is through contact tracing and early isolation and management of cases.
Okay, and clearly this is something that many do not have proper knowledge about. The service is also saying that it is focusing on easily detecting and making sure that they are able to nip it in the bud before it spreads. How else can, apart from the fact that they are doing the contact tracing, can we make sure that it does not spread? At least of the 2 people who have been confirmed, how do we manage the situation?
Yes, so I think that for the prevention of Marburg virus's transmission, the most important point, as I've already said, is early detection. So we have to ensure that our contact tracing mechanisms are top-notch. We are tracing every single case or every single suspect that we think might have come into contact with an infected person. And as you may be aware, Marburg virus, as like Ebola virus, has a very high case fatality rate. And currently, there is no definitive treatment and there is no vaccine for it. So the other strategies that we can use is to adhere to a very robust infection prevention protocols, especially in our hospitals, in our homes, where we might be handling people who are not well, or we may be handling dead bodies. So proper disposal of dead bodies is also a critical step or mechanism that we have to deploy. We have to make sure that we are protecting ourselves from coming into contact with infected fluid, such as saliva, blood, and the rest. So apart from contact tracing, we can do community engagement, make sure we educate the community for them to know how to properly handle people who may be suspected of having the Marburg virus, and also how to handle our diseased family members.
And finally, should there be a cause for concern here, considering the fact that you said it is quite a fatal virus if you are infected? The rate, possibility of dying is high. Should that be cause for concern?
I think it is a worry for everybody, and we should all be on the lookout for potential people showing symptoms. But the good thing about this is that it's not an airborne disease, and before you get infected with Marburg virus, you should have come in close proximity or direct contact with someone who is suspected or who has the virus. So for now, I don't think there's any cause for alarm, but this is the time for our public health infrastructure to rise up to the game and make sure that we are doing proper surveillance and early case detection, contact tracing, isolation, and then management of cases in our hospital.
Dr. Banda Khalifa, thank you very much for your time. He is a public health expert raising concerns about how we all need to play our part in making sure that the Marburg virus does not spread.
Well, moving away from that, Martin, because